Speaking of weird, I gotta share this because this was DM'd to me tonight. I did share it as well, but I figure we can go over it because it's worth talking about. Very, very unsurprising that something like this would come about, but from a new right. This was a page from this is like a day old Batman comic. I don't know which one exactly, but it's essentially Batman defending rioters that are looting and burning down buildings.
Is this like an Elseworld comic?
It might be, actually.
Yeah, I think the most offensive thing about that is Wayne Tech actually going into TVs, and they're doing an ultra H wide at 48 inches. Come on, man! If it's Wayne Tech, it's going to be massive.
Right. At least be true to the universe.
It's a pretty thick box for a TV that small as well.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me when it comes to a lot of one of the reasons I can't gel with comics now, like I used to be subscribed to Marvel, and I'd read like the older stuff, like old Avengers and like new Avengers, like around the early 2000s and stuff like that. Like I'd read like the classics and like enjoy myself there. And the same thing with DC as well. Like I went back and did Nightwing's backlogs and stuff like that. Found out about my boy, who's no longer my boy since Tom Taylor's a fucking moron. But
dude turned into a Dickie, old Dickie.
Pretty much. He's like, come on now. I get it. He's flexible. He's a fucking acrobat. It's his job. But what a lot of people don't realize is like, I feel like this is all just a bunch of test tube stuff. Like this is just throwing some bait out, seeing what sticks, and if it sticks, then it gets added into like the main continuity as it is.
Exactly. Well, it's not only that. Oh, you go.
No, I was just thinking like what they do is they kind of test this stuff out, and then they bring it to the main stuff, and that's
right.
Like, and then we all like, this is freaking bull, and they're like, well, you're this, you're that, and then 2 weeks later, we're like, well, we were right. Anybody got anything to say? Nobody says jack.
Yeah.
2005, they started introducing sort of stuff when it comes to like not necessarily pronouns, but race swapping and doing all that on a massive scale in the comics. DC pulled back on that. It was a purely Marvel thing. And then as soon as 2016 they just went, nah, fuck it, let's just go full hog with everything. Like they were killing Marvel. DC comics aren't even in the top 50 sold now each week. Like what they've done to the Batman, the Bat family, it's ridiculous. If they wanted to tell these stories, don't keep them in the current continuity. Do an Elseworlds one. Like if this is an Elseworlds one and he's doing it, I'm fine with that version doing it. Am I going to buy it? Am I going to read it? Probably not. But don't bring it into the main continuity, and then when people complain about it, have a go at them.
Right. Well, I think this is the Elseworld stuff. Like, but like even like this panel here, like these places all have insurance. Not my job to protect their profit margins. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Did somebody tweet that out?
Yeah, like I mean, but this is like the big talking point with BLM and the riots. Oh, well,
see,
they're protecting.
That's word for word. Yeah, okay. Now I understand. I thought you were
tweeted.
saying that he wasn't protecting the stores. I'm like, it's not Batman's job to do that. But now I understand. They put him in that situation just purely and simply so they could use the organization's talking points and put it in there.
Right.
Basically saying Batman's a part of Antifa without ever saying he's actually a part of Antifa.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and the next one he said, in my father's day, the American dream used to mean something: an honest wage for honest work, food on the table, liberty and justice for all. Like it, and you know, it goes on to say that it's now it's an illusion. It's a carrot on a stick, attainable by a few. Like, shut the fuck! Are you fucking kidding me? These are all like leftist talking points.
Dude, you have the resources to fix it. Fix it as Bruce Wayne. Then don't go around bashing up poor people. Then.
Yeah,
right. The funny thing about
charity.
The funny thing about this whole, what I was about to say is the funny thing about that whole the whole Batman monologue that just happened there. Batman's origin is that his parents got shot in a fucking alley. What does that have to do with any of that? Like,
right.
Batman is a capitalist vigilante. The man has money on top of money and invests it into things that benefit Batman so that he could better Gotham.
Yeah.
Like that way. You're like fighting crime. He's not going out fighting the fucking economy. That makes no damn sense.
Right.
I mean, he's got that much money that he could spend hundreds of millions of dollars on becoming Batman, and his company not even notice.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, if that's not fuck you money, I don't know what is.
He is the Elon Musk of Marvel. I'm not Marvel, of DC. The Elon Musk of Marvel is a literal African guy.
No, I'd say probably closer to Stark.
No, it'd be T'Challa, because he has like, you know, the world's only source of vibranium.
Oh, okay, because he's from Africa and his family got rich from quote unquote mining things out of the ground.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I see how you...
Wonder how much slavery was involved there, or did everyone willingly dig it out of the ground?
Are you serious? Of course not.
Utopia, man. It's perfect. It's all perfect over there. Everybody's good. Everybody's happy. Don't ask any questions.